Please stand and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, Gateway Grizzlies. Hi, I wanted to come to you through our announcements and talk to you about something I'm finding very serious. The digital citizenship aspect of our matrix of being safe, respectful, and responsible is not being followed to what I feel is the level of expectation a Grizzly should have of themselves and that I have of all of our Grizzly students. So in being a good digital citizen, it's important that when you join a virtual community of learning, that you practice being respectful, responsible, and safe. Being respectful means that when you're in a chat, that you're speaking respectfully. You're not using inappropriate language. You're not using inappropriate words. It is not a time to hang out with your friends. It is a time of learning. It means that when you're posting during discussions, you use school-appropriate language, school-appropriate words, school-appropriate writing. It's important to have that academic approach to whatever you're doing when you're in a virtual learning community. It means responding to questions with a respectful tone, with respectful words. Again, school-appropriate language, school-appropriate words. It means that when you are in a discussion, maybe a virtual conference, and there are more than one person there, you would mute your microphone so that whatever's going on behind you, or you're talking or writing or crumpling paper or what have you, it's not interfering with those that are talking or trying to listen. So muting your microphone is a great thing to do when you're not speaking and you're just listening. Another thing is not being silly in the video. If you have your peers also in a video discussion or a video chat, then you're being silly and you're doing different things. You're also being distracting. Just as if you were in a normal classroom, being face-to-face, physically in place, you can't be doing silly things because it distracts from the learning of what the teacher is trying to provide to the other students. So we want to be sure that we are practicing certain things when we're being respectful in a digital learning community. Here they are. We're speaking in school-appropriate words and language. We're not using inappropriate school words. We are posting with appropriate words only. We are not responding to questions with inappropriate words. We mute our microphones so we are not being disruptive, and we're not being silly in videos. I have been informed by parents and by teachers that we have a chat feature in Microsoft Teams that is being used inappropriately, not by all, not by many, but by a few of our students. And it disappoints me greatly because we know that my number one expectation is that everyone feels safe when they are at Gateway. While we're not physically at Gateway, we are in the virtual learning community of Gateway. And my expectation is that every single person in a virtual learning community of Gateway feels safe. They should be able to join a video chat, a video conference, and be assured that they are not going to receive any inappropriate comments made toward them, hear inappropriate words used. So that you need to know that is an expectation that continues to go on even though we're not physically together in the Gateway community at school. The chat feature needs to only have, and I'm saying it again, school appropriate language. An observer can see anything that you are saying in that class. I happen to be an observer of every single classroom in Gateway. So is Dr. Lawson, and so is Dr. Donnelly. So we can see all the chats that have been going on so far, and from the most part, they've been really great. But unfortunately, I have seen a few chats that I'm very disappointed with, and I want you to know that those are going to be addressed. If we see some inappropriate chats, hopefully your parents and you can work something out to where that can be taken care of. If not, you'll be receiving a phone call from either myself, Dr. Donnelly, Dr. Lawson, or possibly your teacher, and we may need to have a conference to see what we can do to ensure that the chat feature is being used appropriately. All chats are archived. That means they are just stored and they do not get deleted. So I can always pull up a chat that has happened a day ago, 2 days ago, a week ago, and look at the history and see what was said. So hopefully I wouldn't ever need to use that as evidence to show that something was being done inappropriate, but possibly that might need to happen. So I hope that this is just a quick reminder that we are going to be respectful when we are in the chat feature in Microsoft Teams or any other forum like Canvas or discussion boards. Only use school appropriate language.
All right, are you ready to have some fun? Let's have Gateway's first virtual Spirit Week. We'll kick the Spirit Week off with Monday, Crazy Sock Day, and Tuesday will be Hat Day, so be finding that hat. But first, put your crazy socks on, snap a picture, and send them to Mr. Dennis at david.dennis@nkcschools.org. I can't wait to see all those crazy socks. I hope you're able to follow along on our read aloud, Refugee by Alan Gratz. The author of the book gave me permission to read that aloud over YouTube during our time apart. You can get the link to the daily read aloud on your teacher's homeroom announcement page. I hope you had fun with your table talk discussion points last week. We're going to continue that table talk this week. As you gather around the table this week, find out different things like who would be your famous person and what would be your new name, or possibly where would you go in the world for a whole week. There are other fun things that we can talk about, but Monday's discussion point starts our week with if you could be a famous person for a week, who would you be and why? Points to Ponder with Your Peeps is a new feature on our morning announcements. Just like our table talk discussion points, we're going to be able to talk with our friends as we chat with them over different virtual mediums. So Monday, when you are chatting with your friends and practicing good digital citizenship, please be sure that you are using appropriate language, that you are being kind, you're being safe, respectful, and responsible as you discuss this week's Points to Ponder with Your Peeps. What is your favorite day of the week and why? Hey Grizzlies, go and check out Miss Hayden's and Miss Pope's page on Canvas for helpful hints and words of wisdom. They sure are missing you, and I know they would love to hear from you. So be sure to check out Gateway Counselor Canvas page.